Oh, I've not been on here for ages, so I don't know what I'm doing. Meaning on Streamlabs or whatever it is that I'm on today. So I'll just see who comes in chat, and then I can start. I'm gonna mess around with this because I forget how to do it. Oh. Oh. I'm waiting. Yep. When that camera's down, yes, will be the right way up. So right, I know how to do that. I'll go back. So I'm not supposedly what some people say in Australia. Boom. Right. I think I'm live, but I'll just wait. Sneaky. There, say hi because not, I'll just record. Catch up later. Yeah. Ooh. Why is it saying stand up in the light, JFK Jr. Like, that's not what I've typed in on the title, so why is it saying that? I can change it. Edit it right here. That is not. Hi, Black Sheep Research. Oh, I'll be mentioning you today because it's all in alignment. What does the title read out? Because on mine it's reading out the JFK QAnon chat, which is not what I've just typed into this bloody thing. So I'm going to change it to, it's supposed to say coffee and waffles. Give you a shout out today. Coffee and waffles. You know, on the water thing, because that is, yeah. Coffee chat. I put in coffee chat. Sorry, I'm just redoing this again. Coffee chat on Orbs and art. That's what I put in. Orbs. I see orbs as little bubbles, you know, water and art. I'm going to do a little chat on energy and a book that I've got that I've shown before. You know, I've done the Dr. Emoto experiments as well twice on YouTube. So yeah, it says JFK Jr. in QAnon chat, and it's not. I've just changed it. Yeah, it's changed now. When I came on here, I scrubbed that and put it in, and it's just coming up. Ugh. So I'll just wait to see if a few more people come in. It says there's 2, but there's only Black Sheep Researcher there. I'll just wait a few minutes. If not, I'll just carry on and people can catch up with it in their own time because it's an art one anyway. And I forgot to paint my nails, so my nails won't be looking good when I'm drawing, but oh well. They're a bit... Do you remember, guys, when I used to do my nails? It's not that I don't, they're short, but because I've been crafting a lot of jewellery and stuff, they get broken and nail varnish chips off, but I will have to do them, you know, because I'm jetting off soon to, you know, New York. They need doing myself. But yeah, let me refresh chat again. Because like people are always like, I don't get notifications. I'm like, hi Dave, I'm glad you've come in because I'm talking about orbs. I'm not getting notifications. I'm like, you won't get notifications. So I'm going to move my... So remember, I'm going to do a bit of a talk and then I'm going to go into the whole art thing. I'm going to have to switch this down because it's going to get on my nerves. energy. I mean, this picture, you know, I never finished it, but I do want to do it on a painting. This picture says it all to me about energies and the male and masculine energies. When I think of waters above and waters below, but I'm a Pisces as well. Do you remember this picture? Fishes, one above, one below, but that's my star sign anyway, so, you know, Pisces. This, people are getting triggered by a lot of this whole twin flame thing. I think the other side of the twin flame is the soul that's split from you, but people see it different. But energies of male divine and masculine divine just everywhere. People get confused about it, but I really do need to get some sort of, it won't be particular this style because this was just me doodling, some sort of picture I think I'm going to do on a bigger version and maybe get them printed out so you could put them in a, you know, in a thing. But you know what I'm like, I just have to do it in my own time. Hi Jesus Christ. Yes, it is a lovely drawing. It's got a hummingbird on it as well, you know, the hum, the tune of earth, I sort of see it as. But and if you've not noticed, the woman, the feminine divine, is all, you know, green and leaves and things as earth, and then the masculine is, it's supposed to be like, yeah, it looks like fire, a bit like the sun, you know, father sun. Tortoiseshell, what do you call it, pattern, because that's supposed to be like the cosmos, the pattern of the cosmos sort of thing. When they say the earth's supposed to be like a turtle's back, and there's four elephants of earth, which is the four elements: earth, air, fire and water. Some people see it as the four angels or whatever, but there's all sorts of different, you know, different stuff going on with that. So anyone that comes into chat now and after, please check out Black Sheep Researcher. He's lovely, from the UK, and he's got his thoughts and perceptions and his ideas on things that are going on, and it's really good. And the one that I loved you doing, which I did actually send to Dave Mordy yesterday or the day before, was about water, because I do believe personally, and it's just my belief, you know, it's on my journey, that water's more than we know. It's crystalline, it's living, breathing. That's why we call it the living, breathing waters. This is like a sort of liquid water around us, but the molecules, or whatever you want to say, I'm not, you know, into what the right word is for everything. I don't need to be. Is a liquid. It's like water. The ether, like you say in the Akashic records, it's all the same thing. If they say in a book the waters were parted, what's the bit in between keeping that, the waters above the heavenly waters apart from the earthly waters? There's one in between. So I see it like, right, I'm going to have to draw this. This is, I'm not, you know, I don't write things down. I'm just like, right, you're welcome. Let me go and see, because my blackboard pen is running out. But if I can draw this, I know I can draw it this way, can't I? Yeah, let's flick you round a minute and I'll see if I can draw it. It's better than getting a big board out and trying to hold it up. So I'm just trying to explain this in my words. You know, I'm not interested in other people coming in putting the negativity on it. I don't mean you lot in chat, I just mean silly comments you get after, and you know, all that sort of stuff. It's just me, myself, and the way I see it. So I'm just going to flip you the other way around and sort of draw how I sort of see things. Someone will probably get triggered by what I'm drawing, but there you go. So let's go into webcam. You know me, I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, I've been recharging still. Ooh, I'll talk about that in a minute, Dave. Right, so I'm upside down. So let's just go down there so you can see this piece of marked paper. Let me know if you can hear me, because I'm just going to put my microphone over there. So I see, right, so here's Earth. We'll just draw a line for now, or a little bit like this, you know, because some people get triggered by what shape I might be drawing. So we have, say, this is what they call air. Say, you know, our sky, whatever. I don't know. This is the heavens, you know, and then you've got our waters sort of, you know, our waters here. So you've got the waters above in the heavens, the waters above, you know, on land sort of thing, and then you've got this void in between, which is the ether, which is where I can't explain it, but I know some people will resonate. So we've got the waters above, the waters below, and the waters in between. But because we are made up of so much water, we're waterly bodies. This is a waterly body. And just like, probably going to get this mixed up, but just like Bruce Lee said, be like water. Water, this sign that is like, if you go over to the lovely Black Sheep researcher on his video on water, I had someone who could put it in. I don't know how to do links, but it's on the Egyptian, you know, drawings and stuff. This being water, and we're in the age of Aquarius, are going into it, you know, seeing beyond the veil. And the word, I think he said, Black Sheep researcher on your channel, mem is like the Hebrew name or the Egyptian name for memory, in memory water, because water holds memory. Water holds memory, and if you don't believe that, maybe you should go and watch videos on Dr. Emoto, and if it's showing you about water holds memory with intention. So if water holds memory, that means water is a living, breathing element, entity, whatever you want to call it, many different names, everyone gets triggered by it. It's living. So if it's living and we're made up of so much water, you must put intentions into yourself, and I'll draw it round like that, into your cells in your body, and talk to them with love. Because if you're always saying you hate yourself, you're this, you're that, you're going to put yourself in dis-ease, and then you'll get a disease because you're talking to yourself. So if you think about it, I'll just come back up, I'll just switch myself around while I'm on a tangent with this. So if you are, so if you are sat, like I say, listening to the news, which is very, if you're listening to the news, which is very negative, and you're worrying and you're thinking about that thing all the time that the news has put out, or someone's done a Chinese whisper to you, which, I mean, someone's heard something, so they start doing all this, you know, when you go to work, and they're all chatting about it, but it's all the same thing because it's all negative because they've seen it on the news, and then people get down about it. You're talking to your cells in your body, so they start like breaking down and making you ill. So I'm just saying, this is how I see it, but if you can talk to yourself with love. So if you're having a glass of water, this isn't water by the way, my water's over there in a glass bottle, you can put intentions on your water every day and then drink that water into your waters, into your bodily waters. But we don't just have this bodily water. Oh, I'll go back to Bruce Lee in a minute. You also have bodily waters above celestial beings. I might have to flip the camera around again now. But yeah, sorry, I'm going back and forth. This is how my brain works. So Bruce Lee said be like water. So I'm going to have to flip back round again because I forgot what I was saying. Hi, Tapper, and I'm going to talk to Tapper and Dave in a minute. But before I get drawing, folks, so I am going to be drawing. It's just I'm yakking first, getting into it. Hi, Ava, as I like to call you. So just let me flip back round to my drawing of the waters. So, like I just said, if you haven't checked out Black Sheep Research, please go and check out, especially the one on Waters channel. Right, let me flip back round. So, go back down again. So, I move this. So I've just done the drawing of the waters, as above, so below sort of thing. So then, if water, like, if we put water into this box, this water is going to take the form of this box. With a bit of a flat bit there, just saying. Yeah? If water is put into this vase, it's going to take the form of this vase, yeah? If water was put into this sort of star shape, stood up on its 2 points, so let's just say it's just a funky little vase, it's going to take the shape of its vessel. So, if, let me go over there a bit, I need a pink clean piece of paper. If, here's us with our shape, our vessel, our avatar, so much percent of water, 70% or whatever it is, it's going to take the form of the vessel it is in. So, if water has memory, like the Egyptians knew, and how you put your intentions on that water will affect your bodily waters. I also think, yeah, all water has to be contained. Exactly. Also, because we have, us here, the ether, well, I call this air, but I call it a liquid form, but we're not told that. The heavenly waters and the waters, here on land sort of thing. We have these big celestial living beings up here that project energies through to us here, through the waters above, through the ether to us, and it can affect us. Hi, Roxanne, it can affect us because water, but where I was going then, what was I saying? If you've seen the videos on YouTube where somebody makes like it looks like an orb, like a star, because a star, you can see the stars that people have really put there on Nikon cameras, and you can see them dancing and flickering and moving like orbs, luminaries, and they make sounds and things in the water, and water holds light, sound, frequency and vibration. So these luminaries in the sky that we're told the planets, or whatever that NASA say, because I just don't believe their term on it, and I don't believe they particularly look like what they say they look like. And I know that because some people have done the real footage of stars and what they are. Yes, Semetics, and it's not what they say they are. They're living, breathing, celestial beings. They pump their energies around, and if they've got energy, and if they can pulsate, and they've got sound, because if anyone's ever seen the videos where you can hear the sound of the planets, or celestial beings as I like to call them, then they are living. They might not be living in the form we're living in, but they are alive. So they pump this is why I love astrology, and that all their energies that coordinate with them down through the waters above, the different sorts of, densities and molecules of water or whatever it is, into our bodily waters. This is why I say, with the effects of Saturn and certain things coming in or going out retrograde, we've got to learn how to transmute, chill out, or whatever it is that we're learning to do, because it affects our bodily waters. That's why we get so confused about stuff, and they know that on the dark side. So they try to affect us through the news. I'm going to come back up now because this may make sense to people now. Let me flip back round. You should check out the Truth Wavelength video if you like the water one. I'll be checking out, I watch so much stuff, I will be checking out more of your stuff. And like I said, people, please go over and check out Black Sheep Researcher. We're all just trying to get our sort of truth out, and looking at stuff. We're not always saying we're all right, but we're all on that, path. And if you think about it, if it affects us what you think and your intentions, when you're watching the news of all this crap that they're pumping out, you're affected by it, and they know it'll affect your bodily waters. So you start, like I said, getting in disease with things because you're not feeling good, because you're thinking everything's bad, and what's that I've seen on the news? And you start worrying. When you start worrying and thinking and worrying, because it's the thoughts, it will start breaking down your cells and all that sort of stuff, and then you're getting disease, which gives you disease, I can't even say it properly, and then you'll end up on Big Pharma, and we all know what Big Pharma is, folks. And I just would like to say, somebody called Fleur Brunt, I can't remember her name properly, has just sort of put something out for people who smoke the old, plant, and she's saying that the government are trying to make it legal. the government, so you really want to be smoking the government stuff, don't you? And they're messing with it, and she said it's like an alien plant. See that as an alien plant, or an alien plant as they're messing with it. It's not the true original form, so it's sort of getting like people are getting entities stuck onto it, which I will say are negative forces and negative energies, and they sort of start getting possessed that way and being negative. So when the National Guard gets sent out, you know, because of all the stuff that's going on, you're going to be easily controlled or negative with things that you think you might be seeing, because it'll be a negative attachment. So she's saying on a video, not that I agree with everything she's always saying, but I do like watching her and many other people, them sort of energies, people. So I'm just saying, you know, got to be careful what you're doing, because yeah, they made it legal here in Canada. Exactly. But if the government are saying it's all right, the government at the minute is like, really? So be careful what you're, you know, unless you know where you're getting it from properly and blah, blah, blah. But that was a really good video she did. So the reason why I've just come on talking about energies before I start my drawings, which I will show you, is because of the orbs last night. Now, them orbs last night were beautiful. Tapper77 said that he asked for a blue orb to come in to here when I next film, and they were there. I didn't see them at first, and I was like, oh my god, they were blue. I was like, oh, done a video of the best blue orb. Yeah, and Really Daydream. Yes. Oh, I'll check it out. I'll check it out after, because I've just switched my phone off. So check out Tapper77's videos, because he's done some really good videos of blue orbs, and they are beautiful. Now, some people say colours are supposed to mean things. You can have white, you can have gold, you can have this, that and the other. And it sort of reminds me of the archangels or the 7 colours of the rainbow, because some people say there's different colours of orbs, and that they match up to different angels, which I see as energy. People see them as different things. Some people see them as negative. They'll say, oh, this colour's that, this, that and the other. Well, like I say, I still do see a lot of people still in negativity because they're worried, they're scared. I don't feel that. I know mine aren't, because, or the chakra colours, thank you. Yeah, thank you. The chakra colours, which each orb might resonate with a chakra colour, maybe to an angel and an energy, and so on and so on. So when some people maybe say red, they might see that is red root. They might see that as a bit bad, because it's like, oh, it's the colour of what they might say the devil live in. It's root, you know, when you're rooted, and some people say we're coming out of the rooted, you know, you have to work through your chakras. So it just depends sort of like what perception you see of it. But really, if you're working through them all, so blue orbs, the way they were, very nice. Yeah, I'm just thinking of blue. Is it blue chakra, or would you say like a bluey violet? But you know, to me, myself and I like saying that now, me, myself and I feel they're good, because they are, because I feel they're good. If I had a bad feeling about them, I'd be worried, you know, and some people get that feeling because they get worried if they do start seeing things, because they're scared. But also I do think that thing of they don't always come to people that are in fear, because they're going to think they're fearful of something. So sometimes when people try to bring them in, maybe they don't go to people because they know they're not in that true intention of coming with love. They're still fearful. You know what I'm saying? They might not feel they are, but they're still fearful. I know they've been in for a long time, as Dave and Tapper and other people have shouted them out, and I've been like, oh yeah, and I've checked, but the progress of it coming on and on and on, and I've seen, and I've been like laughing, and I've been getting tickles and everything. Blue orb, spiritual guidance. Yeah, and I'd agree with that as well, Tapper77, because I believe I'm being spiritually guided. Some people might laugh, but as I've said to many people, I don't care. It's my journey, and all I'm doing is sharing it with you guys. And to me, showing you proof that there's something about, because there is, because we've seen it live on camera. And I definitely do believe that it's a spiritual guidance. And I believe spiritual guidance is guiding me to do more of this, to look into it more, to go on doing more with my cards, you know, where I just let them naturally, intuition of what comes out. Like last night I did the thing on karma, and the beautiful card came out with the cutting the cycles with karma. That's what I was talking about, and that's what basically the whole thing of being here is. Going through experiences, good or bad, but cutting the cycles, not regurgitating about it and saying to people, well, my traumas were worse than yours. Everybody's trauma is the same. It doesn't matter what you think of a level of trauma. Pain is pain at the end of the day. Pain is pain. Some people might think that's weird. It's not. Pain is pain. Pain is the same pain. You can't say I've got more pain than you because this happened. Pain is pain. Pain is the same. And I also believe as well, if we're here being reincarnated to work out our... Hi, everybody's just come in. I'm just on one, so I'm not sort of talking in chat yet. If we're here to work out our karmic cycles, to release them and let them go, it's about letting go and bringing new things in. If we've been here before, maybe sometimes some of us, because we sort of don't know when we come here, hi double O, we have got past some of them and we're sort of remembering how we did it, so we're not getting those too much negative things happening anymore, because we're realising, oh yeah, done this before, we're moving along. But some people who keep forgetting and are not releasing stuff and not looking at that, even if it is a negative experience, thinking, yeah, I'm going to let that go. Some people go, oh yeah, it's learning, but they're not actually looking at the lesson in there. Or if it keeps getting repeated, it means it's because you're not looking at it. You know, you're not releasing it. There's something there maybe that you're still not releasing. I sort of see it like that. If I remember correctly, one of the cards that came up was 16. Yeah, it probably was. I can't remember. So I don't know what you all thought of the blue orbs last night. They were beautiful. I was just like, wow, they were beautiful. And thank you to Dave and Tapper about the orbs and everything. But I definitely do think it's spiritual guidance, because I think I'm being guided to carry on with my creativity, to get more into my cards, because I do love my cards. And I've just seen a new deck that I'm going to treat myself to when I get back from New York for Christmas. So I'm going to have to put them away. But very relevant of what's going on now, these cards. I am going to go into my drawing in a minute. But they were beautiful last night, especially like coming forward, and you could clearly see them. People, even JP said she's been finding it hard to see them, but she said definitely on that video last night, like, wow. So yeah, so that's all I sort of wanted to say on that. It's everybody's journey and we're all doing the best we can, but it's basically, me and 007 were talking about this with Roxanne today, it's just releasing, it's learning to let go. Some things are hard to let go of, and I must say to you all out there as well, the whole thing that's going on in the 3D with Trump and Q and everything kicking off everywhere, my mum's even had a bit of a breakthrough with saying, do you know what, she's realised the news is biased and not unbiased, and she's realised a few other things and this, that and the other, and I'm like, well, you're going to see a bit more. But I'll shout out a few videos I've been watching, because I've watched a few of Black Sheep Research. Please check his channel out, Resonate. If you resonate, you know, sub for support. Laura Eisenhower, really good chat on a guy. Someone shouted out last night, everyone knows I watched Laura Eisenhower. I just didn't know she put a new video up, because I'm not getting notifications either. So a really beautiful channel for relaxing is Justin and Juby. They are two people who live on a school bus in America, and they did it up and they've had a little girl, but they're very hippie lovely, and I just love watching them. A beautiful couple, they're so nice. So that's Justin and Juby. If you like things like that, it's beautiful. Hey, guess what, JFK Jr. is alive, it's coming out soon. I know, Dave, I'm just you know, whenever it happens, I'm just like, you know, beacon of light and all that. So also just let me find Laura Eisenhower, because I can't remember the magma. Oh yeah, so the one I was listening to last night that someone threw in chat last night, I can't remember, was Matthew Maroney, I don't know how to say it, on removing entity parasites and attachments. And it was really interesting, because I'm into all that, and it was like a new take on it. And even about 5G, as like, if you vibing with something and we're more powerful, it means you can sort of transmute them energies. It's all energies. But people who are in, I've said this before, I see it like people who are in negative, lower forms of negativity, it's going to affect you more, because you're letting that energy come through to you. A powerful, I would say, energy is to be in a positive vibration. So just saying, that's how I sort of see it. So it was,
hey everybody, Laura Eisenhower here. I am thrilled to have...
Some people get triggered by Laura Eisenhower because of this, that and the other, and they go on about a family and they go on about this, that and the other. Maybe she mentions the word planet. Doesn't trigger me. Said before, you can come from a family, good or bad. Remember, mainstream media lie about people. and lie about people back in the day. They've tried to erase history lots of times. That's why they used to burn the books, and then they'll put stories out of stuff, and it's all been twisted. And remember, old books are the best books, really old books, like me and my dad were saying today. Or the only way we try and get it out is they write it in fantasy. So you think, oh, it's fantasy. Well, some of the fantasy stuff, like I've said before, is you'll get more truth in that than you will in, what they say is the truth. I'm picking up good vibrations. Hi. Oh, yes, you will in this channel. I'm about to draw in a minute. I'm just having a bit of a chat before I go into the drawing. So, Laura Eisenhower.
I drove away.
Energetic of all these different states of growth that different people are at and different places.
Different states of growth. We're all at different states of growth. When people are like, oh, this, that, and the other. Hi, Shane. Whoop, whoop. Give a big up to Shane. Unbiased on the Fence. Check his channel out if you haven't been there, because I just will shout out Shane, because Shane is a great channel, Unbiased and on the Fence. Has a lot of different chats on about frequencies, done stuff on Orbs and paranormal, and you've got Michelle Wolf on, who knows about QAnon and all that, and Dave goes in there, and people go in there off this chat as well. We're all mixed up everywhere. Soul Fam. I really need to come on your show for a chat one time, because I saw when you went to where did you go? I can't remember, and John Binney was there from Scotland, and you had all the orbs, and I'm getting orbs coming in. I don't know if you've seen the blue orbs, Shane. Don't know if you've seen the blue orbs from yesterday. I was like, the more you see and the more you bring the energy, it's like the more they come and say hi, and I don't know what's going on properly. I like to think I do, but I just know I feel so excited about it, on the Fence. ECETI, is that thing you do? What does that mean? Is that thing you do? Yeah, and Unbiased on the Fence does a thing, and I'm gonna say it wrong now. What's the thing that you do where you take you back to the hypnotisty thing? I can't remember what it's called. I would love one of them. Oh my god, can you imagine if something came out of my mouth? I know you can do it over the phone, but I would be so intrigued, just because when I was younger I used to have a recurring dream about standing in a circle, and I was on the other side of the circle, and there was like extraterrestrials on the other side when I was a young child of about 5. And I used to get that, BQH, enlightened contact with extraterrestrial intelligence. That's the name of the ranch. Ooh, yeah, that was Ace. MC Adams. Yeah. Beyond quantum healing. Yeah, that was it. Thank you. So it's beyond quantum healing. We're going about Q, that Q, quantum healing. The lovely Shane does, and I love listening to them because I need to catch up on some. But like I'm saying, people, if you resonate, you resonate, and if you don't, you don't. It may be your soul fam isn't us, because maybe you're resonating with another soul fam. I was saying this to 007 today. People get so offended when you're like, look, I don't resonate with you. It's not I hate you or I don't like, I'm just not resonating with your energy signature. Maybe you're from another energy family. The ones who are finding each other going, I resonate, not buffering. It's not a bad thing. It's just, energy signatures. That's how we remember each other, is your energy signature. So, yeah. Well, I don't know if some people know, but my voice is on one of Shane's sort of, what would you call it, when you come in and people are talking with Magenta Pixie, and I'm like, yeah, check Shane out. I think my voice sounds awful on your channel, but there you go. So email me, Dolly. I got you for. Oh my god! What, you do one for me? Oh my god! I'd be like, I see, I can't even speak. It's weird. I will find your email address. See, I've gone all red now because I'm like, oh my god, that's like, can you imagine? I don't even know what would come out of my mouth. I would laugh my head off. As in, people think I'm off with the fairies anyway, but can you imagine? Oh my god. Oh, is that what it's called? The sound bumper? You sound great, love your accent. Oh, my accent. Everyone says that. I don't like my accent myself, but I'd love to do it. book something in one time when you're free to do it, because I think people would probably find it quite. Yeah, I would. I'd just be like, oh my God, can you imagine? But it might also. That's what I'm saying. Please check unbiased and on the fence out, because you might like the chats, or some of them or whatever, but they're great. I wonder if it'd validate anything I've thought about as a kid and stuff that I'm seeing now. Because there's another thing that when I was a child, I'm going to start drawing in a minute, by the way. I have talked about this before, that there used to be this feeling I used to get when me and my sister, when we were younger, used to share a room, and it was like this. I knew this thing was there, sense it. I couldn't see it, and I used to call it the blob, because obviously when you're a child, you're just thinking, and I used to go under my blanket all like, oh, a bit fearful, and I wouldn't look, but I couldn't see it. But it's not saying I thought it was a bad thing. We don't get notifications off. Most people do. Well, everyone's saying that. You should know that by now. We don't get notifications when people are putting stuff like that out. I just didn't know what it was. And I just used to call it the blob, because I knew this thing didn't have legs and arms. It was just something. Maybe it was an orb at the time, but I just didn't know what it was. So that's all great. But like I said, with energies, I just want to ask Shane why you're here, because I can't remember, and I'd have to go back and check some of the videos. When you saw your orbs on the, what was the mountain called? Were you near a mountain? With John Binney and everyone. Did you see different colours? Because I can't remember. But your orb pictures were great, with people's hands disappearing and like, oh my God. And I just want to say to people as well, you need to be on the timeline you want to be on. Don't go with the New World Order timeline or 1948. You can pick a timeline. I believe you can pick a timeline and keep focused on that timeline. And then you're not going to go with what was going to go on certain timelines. YouTube, the algorithms, 10% of subs will be notified. Yeah, true. Alchemy of Life. See, I just want to say out there to people who go, I'm not getting notifications, it's strange. It's not strange. It's YouTube. They don't want certain things. Even if you're a little channel, it doesn't matter. They'll pump all the rubbish out. Mount Adams. Oh, sorry, that's what you said before. I thought you were saying someone's name. Mount Adams, yes. Shane was in Mount Adams with loads of lovely people. And the orbs, that's why I say please go and check out the stuff that they've done on Shane's channel, because the orbs people's hands were disappearing and looking smaller and bigger. And, if you're into all that sort of stuff, check it out. You don't have to be nasty and leave silly comments. Just don't resonate with it. But if you do, sub, it's brilliant. So, Shane, did you see any different colours? Orbs, yes, all sorts of colours, even pulsate. Yeah, they definitely pulsate. I just said that before about pulsating, because I've just talked about the waters above and the waters below, and just drawn a picture about how energy's coming from the celestial beings above. And if you think about it, orbs look like bubbles in water. They pulsate. They wear a bodily water, so they pulsate and the energies come through us. The orbs pulsate with the energies and I think change different colours. I think it's amazing. I just feel so drawn to carry on with different things. I'd love to do what you do, Sha. I just think it's amazing. I just think there's so much to learn, positive stuff to learn, and it's better than all the stuff they try and teach us, like, watching the rubbish on TV. There's so much. I think people think they get to a certain level and that's it, and they stop looking. It's like, we're always asking questions. We're always learning. We're forever learning new things, and I think we always will do. So that's just how I see it. Oh, yes. I'll definitely be emailing you after, Shane. Definitely. So, something new came today. Oh, by the way, I ordered this jewellery glue thing today, and the receipt came for it, but with no glue, and I was like, So, this book came today. Some people might get triggered by the, the star in the circle, the elements and spirits, ether here, this one. It's alright, it's not that way round, but it's how you perceive it. This was just one on herbs. I did have a herbal book, but this is a really pretty one with drawings in it of herbs and, I think the other herbal book I didn't have much in it, but, for... it shows you the herbs that match up to the celestial beings above and how it can heal you, because I'm trying to be more holistic in a sense, and I don't like taking medicines and putting sort of synthetics. It's too much synthetics. I know we have bits, but I'm trying. So that came today, and that is called The Master Book of Herbalism by Paul Bayerel. I don't know how to say that, but it's a really beautiful book. I like the way it's set out. You know, certain books have to be set out in a way for me. Like, I'm like, yeah, that's easy to comprehend. The medicinal uses of herbs, including illustrations of the plants, and I love its illustrations. Someone's drawn them, which I will be doing in a minute. Easily found in the wild. And it just goes on about different things. So that's really beautiful. Also, I have shouted this book out before. I will say something about Orbs, what Double O just said in a minute. This book I've shouted out before. I think JP got it, and it works. E2, Pam Grout. This was on Edgar Casey channel, I think it was, with Pam Grout was on it, saying about her book. I've had this for a few years. It works. If you're not into energies or you don't understand it and you're still trying to learn about it, this will make you see, because it has experiments in it, and you actually have to write them down so you know the date you said it and the date they come in, and you've got to believe it and put the intention out there. This is a brilliant book. Pam Grout, E2, and it's called 9 Do-It-Yourself Energy Experiments That Prove Your Thoughts Create Your Reality. So boom, this is a good book. I got it off eBay a few years ago, but it's brilliant. So Pam Grout, E2, check that out. Hi JP, I think you got this book, JP, didn't you? Somebody did off this channel, because I told them about it and they got it. This works. It's brilliant. So yeah, I was just saying before about orbs. What do people think who see orbs? Because 007 said he doesn't see them. Do people think it's when you're ready to receive, and is it when you're cleansing and stuff? Because the only thing I've noticed they've come in stronger is I'm not eating meat anymore, and me and 007 were talking about that this morning. Even though I think, Tapper, you eat meat, or is it they're ready to come when, you know, does anyone think there's a sort of purification that comes with it, they come in stronger? Like, if people have toxins in the body or something, like, you know, do you know what I mean? I don't know, I'm just saying, because I've just noticed mine have come in stronger since I've dropped the meat. And I don't think that's for everyone. I don't think you have to be a non-meat eater, but I'm just wondering, you know, anybody's got any thoughts on that? Just wondering. Yeah, I knew you ate meat, Tapper. No, I know you haven't watched them. I knew. Yeah, I put them in anyway. I didn't think. I know your audio's not that good, your thingy, but yeah, I didn't think anyone had watched them anyway. When I put them in our chat, but the blue ones, and do you know what it reminds me of as well? You know the whole picture I did with the woman with bluey purpley hair. Spirit guide? Maybe that's a spirit guide. I don't know. You know. No, she's still got So yeah. I don't know what anyone's thoughts are on that, but yeah, I'd love to do that with yes, all sorts of gifts and abilities are coming online for people. Unbiased on the fence. I do believe that. I've said a few weeks ago, I've been saying we have gifts and abilities that were hidden, or we just didn't know because we haven't been told about them, because that side of try to erase history, I believe they've got it all. It's probably in the Vatican on scrolls or something of our abilities. They know they have these as well. That's how they control as well. That's what I see it as. And they didn't want the masses to know, because we all have the psychic abilities, the whatever abilities. It's not that we don't all have it, we do, but we're learning. It's starting to come online. And funny enough that Shane just said that, because I don't know if it was Laura Eisenhower, just let me check, that was saying, thank you, last night with that guy, is I think the more you sort of try and cleanse yourself, you know, your body to be a temple, the more things will come online, certain things will come online. So maybe it's like when you drop certain things, more things start coming in. So maybe on someone's journey, it might be this is coming in, but that hasn't come in yet, if anyone gets what I'm saying. But we've all got it. It's working on it, being aware of it, not being afraid of it. and cleansing ourselves as we go, because we all know we get attached to things and we get addictions with things, or some people do, and we've got to learn to let go of them. The addiction's there for a reason, and a lot of it does dumb us down. And even though some of it's nice, it could be food, whatever it is, I'm not picking one thing. It's about letting go. That's not really us. That chemical thing or whatever it is not really what we should be putting on our bodies. But then again, I guess you could put an intention over it. I don't know if anyone gets what I'm saying, but I sort of know what I'm saying. I've no idea about the orbs. Come to some people and not to others. I think they probably come to all, but people lack awareness. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Magma. That the spirit realm, or whatever one wants to call it, it's always been here, but we've been unaware because we've been distracted by certain things. And like I've said before, celebrities, this, that, and the other. We're not aware. So because we're not aware, we're not focusing on it. So what you put your focus on comes into reality, and you thought and things like that. So once you start being aware, I'm very aware of it. I was aware of it in feeling. So the next step was to see, which I have done, and the evidence is there. But I knew, well, like I've always said, I thought my nana was her energy and this, that, and the other. And, objects hold energies. That's what people have got to realise. And you can get bad energies off objects. That's why some people say, if you buy something off someone, or someone gives you something, you've got a bad feeling. You can transmute it. You can chuck it out, do whatever, but you can transmute it. Last thing the controllers want is for us to become enlightened Jesus-like rebels walking around doing miracles, changing the world. Exactly, Shane, exactly, because their control goes out the window then, because we can all do what they were doing, but our way in love. You can choose it, to be good or bad. But I mean, really, people want love in the world, don't they? So that's what I think. But like I've said, the Great Awakening, even with Q and all that, it's all the same thing to me. The Great Awakening is not called the Great Awakening for like just a joke. It's the Great Awakening, finding out who we truly are, and why were all these lies put there. The shape of the earth, if that's what you want to say, the government lie, this, that, and the other. It's many, it's not just one thing. And then when you come to all of that, or you come to you've come on to what shape the earth, and the globalists and all this, you do come to like what they were hiding. Our God source, us, our source, our higher self, like our true powers. That's why I believe some people might laugh, but that's how I work. And we're not supposed to go off this thinking. You get taught through mainstream media what to think and what to fear. It comes from here. It comes from your heart. You're feeling, you're resonating with something or not resonating with something. This is sort of really some people are going to get triggered, and I know I'll get silly comments, and I'll just be like, ha, 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 it doesn't matter. This is your true brain, is your heart. Your heart. And actually on Law Rising, how they talk about your heart, connected something about your tongue and something else, and it was really, really, really good.
This is all over the world, and the different political spheres that people are contending with. Where do you see the collective going? Do you see like a bifurcation? Do you see a big event? What's your thoughts on a solar flash or solar? I mean, as we kind of look towards the future without, I'm not trying to put you on the spot as being...
No, that's perfect. No.
Okay.
Where do I see us going? So a lot of people talk about the bifurcation of timelines, new Earth, old Earth, et cetera, et cetera. In my opinion, that's a completely viable timeline option for a lot of us. I believe that we're experiencing time on such a level right now that's probably already happened. We're going through this integration process by which our previous, choices on whatever timeline vibration we chose are being played out over the coming years in preparation for what...
Doesn't that make sense? A vibrational timeline. Which vibrational timeline do you want to stay on? Do you want to stay on the New World Order one? No, thank you. I think we're breaking that timeline down. Which one do you want to be on?
Well,
it's your choice.
For what I think is going to be several solar events that take place over a multi-year period that will transition a lot of us outside of the physical body, meaning that I think some people get a little bit upset when I say this, but for a lot of us, you guys, this ascension event is the physical death in this third density incarnation. That's the reality of it. So there's so many timelines running, with this soul group that we're in right now. I think some of us are going to experience a massive solar flash and we're gonna drift off into 5D and become like a light body and fly away. But I think a lot of us are going to experience a gradual change of our consciousness through ongoing changes and sort of elevation within the structure of our society.
And that's what I like. You might watch that and not resonate with some of it. I'm not saying everything's true, but I'm saying I vibed with that because I am having experiences with Orbs, with the twinkles, like T. Taylor. A lot of us know T. Taylor's channel. If you haven't checked T. Taylor's out, the crystalline DNA, and she did something about the Nephilim or something she put out the other day in a community thing. That was brilliant. Check out T. Taylor's. It's brilliant. There's just different changes coming on. Like Shane said, we're coming online with different things, and don't fear it. And I think Magna just said something about seeing when I now think about there being orbs near me, I really get excited. Yeah, I get a thing where I don't know if Shane gets this. I think I've mentioned it. I think Tapper said, yeah, it's the energies, like the vibration is. I get tingly here now, like someone's tickling me here. And I'm like, And that's how I sort of know that they're around at the time. Don't know if anyone gets that, anyone else gets that, but I do. That's my experience. But like, that's just said on Laura Eisenhower's last chat. That was really great what they were sort of discussing about people are coming online with things and they're all wondering like what's happening to them. Some will go to the doctors because they're all like, oh, I'm ill. I'm just going with the flow. I'm like, I've got little red marks all over me, like little blood spots, tiny pinpricks ones. And people go, yeah, you get them as you're older. No, it's weird. They disappear as well. I've got a little white scar here. I'm sure it's just appeared and I don't know what it is. But then I get like bits of raised skin, tiny, it'll look like the crystal twinklies. When you look at them, they shine, and I'm like, I'm just going with it. You get others in negative timelines that'll go, it's the chemtrails, they're putting metals in your bodies and this, that and the other. Not what I see. It's not what I feel. I wouldn't feel a good vibration from it. I'd be feeling doomy gloomy. So people might be on that timeline with that, and good luck to them, but I'm not, So that's all good. Yeah, ringing in the ears. I've been having that a lot for the past few weeks. Alternate. What else? Yeah, the tingles, but then the orbs. Probably quite a few things that I'm not aware of still. I seem to know things now. Like people say, oh, I'll go, yeah, I knew that. You know that thing when someone rings or someone's back from a country from somewhere and you're like, how do you know? And it's like, I don't know, I just know. It's a feeling. No one's told me. It's a feeling. So I have been getting full body chills, goosebumps a lot lately. Clairsentience is changing maybe. Yeah, I think it is, because that's the clairsentience, the feeling, because I was saying to Double O, I think I'm clairsentient, as in, it's the feeling thing. Yeah, definitely. I think we're all going through, and it's not it's not a scary thing. It seems like a scary thing to some, because you're like, oh, I think I'm ill, I think I've got this. We've all had this bit of a flu thing going on. Everyone says it's the chemtrails, same sort of thing, but everyone's had it all over. Yeah, telepathy incidents are increasing. Yeah, they're definitely increasing. I said to someone the other day who was like, how did you know that? And I'm like, I just know. It's like telepathy. Me and Double O have had it. Me and Roxanne have had it on Skype. And like when this has been shut off and we've spoken, like, how did you hear me? It wasn't even on. There's all that going on. Yeah, it's good. So I'm going to stop yakking because I'm going to do a bit of drawing. And this all goes into, I go into a more meditative. I can't even speak. Meditative speech zone when I'm drawing. Takes me out of, I don't really think a lot, as in, some people dwell on things, but I do love doing this. So like I said, I'm going to turn this, flip this round in a minute to draw, but I'd just like to show you again. Like I said, I drew this picture ages ago. It's not finished, and I am going to end up doing a painting of this, but I do believe it's all about energy, how we recognise it, aware of different things, about the female and the male divine energies going on, yin and yang, waters above, are the waters. Well, this stands for Pisces as well, because I am a Pisces. And then we say the age of Aquarius well goes into the whole memory, water, what the Egyptians knew, what's above, what's below, all that's good stuff I talked about at the beginning. Age of Aquarius, water. Are we not water? In these vessels? What is in our vessels? Thank you, Shane. So, yeah, I'll definitely be emailing Shane straight after this chat because that's just mad. So, Zentangle, Zendoodle, Doodling, whatever you want to call it. I got these books ages ago and I was going to show you. Yeah, and I know Michelle Wolf does this sort of art as well. I got these from a place called The Works in the UK, in America, and wherever. You probably have little bookshops where, you can buy these little drawing books. So you have been tapped when you're asleep, probably. And they're just, you just put patterns in, repetitive patterns in like a shape or whatever it is that you want to do. But these books, I mean, I make my own little patterns up. They're out in the ether anyway. But you can see these patterns in nature, like all these pieces of wood, and then you draw in circles and these, repetitive patterns. That's what it is. And because it's repetitive, like you think of monks drawing in sands and things like that, it's meditative, I see it as. And there's many different sort of pictures you can do, and it's great if you're traveling, which I'm about to do very soon. And I'm going to be sat on the plane for a bit, so I think I'll be drawing because I really don't want to be tuning into Muggle talk. And it's just very, very, very calming. And these little books show you how to draw the patterns if you're not good at drawing or you're not sure what to draw before you start making your own patterns up. But I think I did want to read a piece out of it because there's the mandalas, and guess what's here? Ooh, what's this a picture of? Is it the realm? I'm not really sure. Mandalas. So a little bit of this. It's mandala. Funny enough, I'm drawing mandalas on mine today. Our fascination with mandalas is centuries old. The word mandala originates from the ancient Indian Sanskrit and means holy cycle. Well, we're in a holy cycle, aren't we? And origin. The basic mandala consists of circles or centre points, with everything else arranged concentrically, I can't even say that word, around it. The circle has the original form, has a vast collective power. And that's why a circle is very powerful. And they'll say, cast a circle, do this in a circle, blah, blah, blah. Very, very powerful. And if you think about it, maybe we live in a bit of a circular realm. And what orbs are like, I'm just thinking out loud. In many cultures and traditions, the mandala fulfilled religious or ritual purposes and played an extremely important role in design, language, primeval cave drawings featuring circles and spirals, spiral of life and all that, can be found on every continent. One of the oldest mandalas is the sun wheel, which is found in almost every prehistoric culture, which, as a sign of the eternal circle of life, draws energy away from the sun. The Native Americans of North America made mandalas from coloured sand, crushed petals, and coloured earth for use in traditional healing rituals. So it's good to have a circle, people. In many instances, mandalas were or are a way of focusing on the divine and becoming closer to it. So I'm not going to read all of it. I'm just it goes into the Celts and hang on a minute. Yeah, the worship in the shape of the holy circle. Just think of Stonehenge in the south of England. The Celts have also left us many highly artistic mandalas, jewellery, blah, blah, blah. It goes into a lot. So I'm just saying. And funny enough, I'm doing little mandalas today. I also want to just put out there before I start drawing, Shane's channel also, Unbiased on the Fence, does the whole thing with the mandala effect. I can never say that right. Where things have changed. Some people get triggered and say it's CERN. I personally, myself, because I see the mandala effects and some people go, oh, I can't see it. Well, I can. I can see quite a few things. I don't look at it like that. Some people see it as a negative thing, like, oh, it's sin, it's the evil, or they're looking for I don't see it like that. I see it as it was a mechanism, a tool that's waking people up. So when people start going, I don't remember it like that, I don't remember it like that, I know something's going on, because this is like, what? Am I on a different timeline? Maybe. Just saying. So, I also want to show you one more thing before I start drawing. So, I have been designing an elephant bag, and it's going to be beautiful. So I'm just going to show you the beginning of my elephant bag. It's going to have butterfly ears and things going on. I don't know, because I haven't finished it yet. I'm just going with the flow. But I'll be doing a few more of them because I think they're very spiritual and nice, and yeah, it will look gorgeous. I'm saying it will look bloody gorgeous when I've finished it, so just saying. So, love the mandala effect. Huge wake up. It was a huge wake up call for me, especially this one, and I'll go and get it. I will show you. Right. Yeah, I think I might have to use the elephant as my little lucky charm, seeing as I've got the little elephant on there. So, who remembers, and I don't want to say it, who remembers the series with Jessica Parker in it? What was it called when she was in a place somewhere and there was all women, and do you remember? What was it? I'm not saying anyone was wrong or right, I'm just saying, what was it called? Hi, what was it called? The series with Sarah Jessica Parker. Yeah, you can say the word. I am the right way round, aren't I? I am the right way round, Tapper. I've got to turn it the other way round. I am the right way up, aren't I? Camera. Sex in the City. Yeah, so you ready for this? I personally remember it as Sex in the City. I know it was Sex in the City. My mum had the box set and she gave it me I've had this for 12 years or more, I don't know how old it is. I didn't watch it all the time, but I knew it was Sex in the City. Personally, for me, it was. My mum went, yeah, well, I can prove it was Sex in the City. I said, go on then. She gave me the box set. You ready? Sex and the City. What? No, it wasn't. It may be now, but it wasn't. And we thought we'd prove it, like, because it'd be on the box. And when we got it out, we were like, it was never Sex and the City. It doesn't even sound right. Some people will still say it was because maybe they weren't aware anyway, so they see it as Sex and the City, and it's Sex and the City now. And you can type in Sex and the City on your phone, it'll come up Sex and the City, and then you go to it and it'll say Sex and the City. But to me, it's all right. People don't have to get triggered. I'm just saying it woke me up, and I started looking at other mandala effects. Like E.T. was the biggest one for me. E.T. home phone. Pardon? E.T. phone home, you mean? And some people say, no, it wasn't. You know, Star Wars. Big Star Wars fan. Luke, I am your father is now no, I am your father. I don't think so. And some people don't think it's a big deal, like, oh, they've just changed it. Why would they change? No, it's telling you, to me, it's telling you timelines have changed. Something's changing, something's going on. That's all I'm saying. Good thing for me. Ow! I've just got a new sub. I get so excited because the rabbit comes up and I haven't been on here before, so only when I'm on this Streamlabs do I get a flying rabbit. So, thank you. Who was that? I didn't even see the name properly then. Whoever that was, I don't think I read your name out properly then. Thank you very much. So, yeah, Luke, I am your father. Now it's, no, I am your father. I'm like, hang on a minute. Oh, I think it was, right. I still can't do that voice. It makes me go. Is it Vestil one? I've got a bit of dyslexia, so if I've said your name wrong, I'm sorry. But thank you very much. Right, I'm just choking. It's trying to wake people up. Yeah, I see. I am going to get drawing in a minute. I keep saying this. I'm getting ready and getting my pencils out. I see the Mandela effect, QAnon. People may disagree, but it's my reality and it's the timeline I'm on. All things like that are tools that are waking people up. QAnon is waking people up to, yes, the other side of it, blah, 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 but it's also waking people up to the fact that the mainstream media, they've been controlling a lot of stuff, and they're bringing mainstream media down, and people are starting to go like this on mainstream media, like watching mainstream media. Even my mum, she's asleep, are going, this isn't making sense, like, I don't understand what's going on. It's a tool to wake people up, and then when you go on your journey of looking for the truth, and I've been told off other people, why are you always seeking? When you're seeking, you're always seeking. You want to know your truth. And people think then they get to the truth, and then it's like, there's more beyond that though. It's like infinity. We just go on to different maybe timelines and start learning about the next new thing. Oh my God, how amazing. We wouldn't go on in infinity just like, right, we're staying here. We're learning on this realm, or whatever you want to call it. I don't know. People get triggered. And you're just like, hey, we're going to stay here, and I've learnt this about orbs now and energies, and that's it. No, after that, in the next form of energy or whatever we go into, I want to go and learn something else even more amazing. Even though it's all amazing, and the next one, and the next one, and the next one, there's so much to learn. Why would you stay stagnant? Why would you want to stay stagnant? So, I don't know, that's just me. Yeah, so, anyway, drawing. I'm getting distracted. So, here's my book that I made ages ago, and a lot of you've seen this a million times, and sometimes I go, yeah, I'm coming on and doing it, and I don't. It just depends what flow I'm in. So for those of you who haven't seen, all it is sort of thick magazine that I've painted a painting on the front, and I've gone in and I have, right, I'm going to turn it round now because you can't see, right, I'm about to draw, folks, and show you what I've got. So let's flip this camera and you'll be able to see what it is I'm actually doing. So I'm going to have a little chat while I'm drawing so you can see what I'm doing, and you might want to do it yourself. So I won't be able to come too much in chat while I'm drawing because, you know, but want to see how I do it, I'm about to show you because it might help you sort of chill out maybe. So I'll go down here and I shall move this out of the way a little bit. So I don't know if it's buffering for anyone else. It's not buffering for me. So got the book. Let me try and move my stuff out of the way so I've got room. I've not got room. Get my pens and pencils. Like I said, please check out this book. E2. And go. Is that the right way up, folks? Is that the right way up? So I have same feeling kind of about disconnect your ego watching who. Like I've said before, sometimes you've got to listen to a message that someone's saying. It's not always the person that's bringing the message. Don't shoot the messenger, because a lot of people get triggered by, oh, I don't like that person because they're not into this, or I think they're an agent or whatever. But sometimes they're bringing truth in what they say. So sometimes you have to listen, not necessarily. It's like I can watch people go, they've said that, I'm not really into that, but I definitely resonate with that bit. It's the bits that resonate with you that you should be picking up, nothing else. So anyway, let me show you this. Anyway, so here we go. So sorry if I don't see what you're saying in chat, because I'm going to concentrate on doing this. So this is a magazine book that you just, not magazine, it's like a book, but it's like a magazine. It's not very thick. So it was just a painting one. So what you do is, it's like I say, it's different people's perceptions on things. I hope you can hear me. Let me know, please. You can hear me, can you put a 1 in chat? So all you do is, I've just been painting over, sticking paper over and just creating. But this isn't the doodles. This was ages ago. Isn't this hilarious? This was ages ago, if people remember when I painted this. And it says, we hear your thoughts. Good things bring good things. These are like orbs. celestial beings, if you can see the picture. I'm like, I did this ages ago. Thank you for putting the ones in. So I've always thought when I paint and draw, what's the right word? What's coming into me, I put on paper. And it's funny to look back now at what I was drawing or painting at the time. Yeah, this book. And then this one, Believe in You. I did this one ages ago with the hair going up again to the cosmos. You know, this thing about hair that I've got. You are your own creator, it says on here. 369. Also put equals 18. Somebody junior, just saying. Then I did this one where I just ripped pages up and just stuck them in. You probably can't see that properly, but you know. Your mic keeps cutting out. It probably will do because my mic's not right under my mouth because I'm drawing. So let me see if I can move it around a bit. My desk is not very big, so it's not my fault. I'm just going to show you drawing. So this was just a mash-up page. But thank you. This one was just time for a hug. Missing out on joy. Don't miss out on your joy. Don't let people let you miss out on your joy. Sometimes if you want to stay in, say, because people are going out and you really don't feel like it and you just want to stay in and cozy up, do that. Just don't miss out on your joy just because someone else wants you to do something to make them happy. We do things to make people happy, but this picture is beautiful. I love this picture. It is, I don't know if you can see, it is a mashup of, move it over a little bit more. These are magazine. I haven't drawn this. These are magazine bits that I've put in and cut out because this is a collage. But this picture of this girl's face, I drew this one. And then it's funny how this globe thing's in here. This, you know, the globe that you shake. I just found this quite hilarious. And the person in there's holding a globe, and I'm like, that's quite funny, isn't it? And what I've wrote on here, I normally do a picture and then I write on it. So I put creativity, because this is what I love. Everything was and is energy. I've put here, I did this ages ago. We can tap into the past and future info consciousness. See, I write things that come into me. It's like automatic writing on my art. The Akashic records are what have I put there? I don't even know what I've put there. Of all the human events, thoughts and words, emotions and intent ever to have occurred in the past, present and future, they are believed by I can't even say the word. This isn't what I've wrote. I've seen this on something and wrote it on. To be encoded into a non-physical plane of existence known as the etheric plane. This is a painting I did. I just painted this. You know, it's always like an angel form thing. Be the best you. Love is the key. And up here it says, be your own light in the darkness and shine. Just saying. Another one. This is a bit of a doodle I did. I haven't finished this off, but you can get what this is. Some people will get triggered by the eyeballs. They'll think it's the Illuminati, the Lumadonkey, the Lumafarty, but it's not the Lumafarty. I've just started doodling on this one. The eyes stand for consciousness. All of us are seeing with our mind's eye, not our physical eyes. You know, when we're watching TV and the news and thinking we're seeing something that actually isn't happening because a lot of it's fake. A new reality. This is wool. So I put a new reality thread by thread binding. We're binding this new reality together. We are stitching it up together. That's why I laugh when I'm sewing and stuff like that. I've done a load of patterns down here. Now you can't see properly. And then this one is where I'm going to start now. So I don't know how this is going to go. My camera's can't come right down here. So maybe in the end I'll have to get some stuff where you can see my art properly. But I'm just doing the best with what I've got. So sorry, but I'm not sorry. So what I've done, funnily enough, is I've got this lovely little circle thing. So I can just draw good circles. And I thought I'd do the whole circle thing, is what we were talking about, magic circles before. And a bit, you know, like the orbs coming in. And funnily enough, I didn't see that I'd put a picture of a woman here and a man here, and to me that's like the energy is female and male divine. So I'm like, okay, so I'm just going to do a little bit of drawing while I'm sat here now, and you can just see how I sort of do it. Now you can go in with a pencil if you're not feeling confident, and I love these pencils. They're brilliant. They're quite heavy, and it's a Pentel 0.9 graphic gear 1000 pencil. It's the one with you put the lead. Where's the camera? The lead in the I don't know what I'm doing. The lead in the bottom, or the top I should say. But I'm going to try and go in without my pencil because I don't normally. So you need like black fine liner pens and different thicknesses and stuff like that. Thank you, King. So I'm just sort of going to show you. I'll try and jump in chat in a minute. So let me take this one here, because you can see this because it's lighter. I know it's not right up to camera, but I can't help that, before people start commenting, I can't help that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with a dot in the middle, just like this, in case anyone's watching, and they want to do this pattern. You go down, straight across into the centre, and then you go across again. And then what I'm going to sort of do is, these were out of magazine covers. So the only magazines I buy are spiritual, nice ones, even though they do have some things in it sometimes where I think, yeah, they've put it in there a bit because of the pictures. So I just these patterns are out there, and even patterns that you think of that you think are original, you'll find out are not, because it's all in the ether. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I made this one up, but I'm just doing this one. So you go around, but most stuff I draw off my own back is just what pops into my head. I'm not talking about this, I'm just talking about because this is like Zentangle. There's a lot of patterns out there, and you just sort of do a sort of what shape would you call that? Like an upside down bottom of an umbrella, like a curve and down, a curve and down, and then a curve and down to that line, and then you start from this line and it's like a curve and down, or you can go up and a curve. I'm finding this hard to get this on camera. And then this one, curve and down, a curve and down, a curve and down, a curve and down, a curve and down. Repetitive, so it's relaxing. A curve and down, curve and down, curve and down, curve and down. And it looks a bit like a flower. I'll just bring it up to the camera a little bit. If I can get it under there. Where is it? There. Sort of like, sorry about this, but I can't. Like this. And you can make the circle a little bit bigger in the middle. And do what you want with it. And what you do is you just doodle. So you could colour these little bits in there where the circle's still there. Which is, like little bits of the circle that I put it in. You can darken this if you want and keep it as a circle. Just round the edges where there's little bits of gaps, because you just fill it in with the black pen, which I will show you in a minute when I've done it. Makes it stand out a little bit more. If you want it sort of like, I don't know if anyone gets what I'm saying, but just around the outside, sort of, it makes it stand out a little bit. And then you could go in with I'm just going to do what I do now, so do a bit of a mandala-y thing, start putting patterns on leaves or whatever. This is how fast I do it when I'm at home. I'm not really like dead particular about it being perfect, because you'd be there all day if you were letting it be perfect. Let's face it, we're all imperfectly perfect. So, my sister's one, when if she starts drawing, she'd have it like it'd take her 2 weeks to do it, because she start rubbing it out, starting again. Just do it. You make a mistake, make it into a pattern. So this is how quickly I sort of do stuff. And you just make patterns inside of the shapes that you're creating and adding on, and you can either leave it or keep adding. It's very therapeutic, and I love doing this at night when I'm in bed before I go to sleep, because you're not on a computer, you're not getting that light in your face. It'll probably help you sleep more. So you end up with a pattern like that sort of thing. See it? By 007. So, and then you can do another pattern in here and another pattern here can go on again. So I might do a little one and then I'll show you how sometimes I fill this area in. Is, let's say you could just do in this little one down here, it could just be a spiral, and that's quite easy to do, and you just go around. Just messed that up a little bit, but it's okay. Something under here that's folded over. A spiral. This one here, let's see, I know you can't see properly. This one, this is how fast I'll draw this. Let's go in with, I like to put a lady's face in or an angel, so let's put an angel lady in here. Not going to be perfect, but this is just a doodle. Messed her eyes up a little bit there, but it doesn't matter. So let's put an angel type here. I'll put a little love heart there, a little bit of herring, and I'm staying within the circle. She's in a bubble. She's in, like, we're all in our little bubbles. She's in a orb. Now, some people might not know, and I think if Unbiased on the Fence is still there, which I think you are, yeah, you are. Just because I can't see chat, is some people have seen faces in orbs, and I know on Unbiased on the Fences, when it was a while back when you had someone on talking about orbs and you had the faces in. At first I couldn't see, and then I was like, oh, I can see the face, and it was like a little elf face, and a lot of people go on about the elves. So there is my little angel girl, which I do like to put in bubbles, but this is where I think, this is what I've been bringing in, maybe, through, because I do believe creativity, is from the divine anyway. So there's a little angel girl. That's how quickly I do it. You're just making patterns up randomly, it doesn't matter. And to connect this, if you want to, I love to do this. This is what I love to do. I'll go put a line up, a line, and let's do a leaf shape. So let's do a leaf shape. I'm obsessed with these leaf shapes. Let's do a leaf shape. Doesn't have to be, specifically like, dead neat and tidy. Let's go down to this little orb, bubble, whatever you want to call it. Let's put a little leaf shape in. And then all you have to do is, you could put dots in the leaves. I like to do a bit of a stripe, a bit lines. You could colour them all in black, colour them all in a solid colour. I'm doing lines on this one. You could put dots in. It's just your imagination. It's going with the flow of how you feel. It's not meant to be perfect. It doesn't matter if someone else sees it. This is for you to calm you down. Maybe you're someone who likes to smoke and you're trying to give up, and it's that thing of your fingers. Apparently I've been told this, you want to hold something in your hand. Put a pen in your hand. Get lost in your imagination. So you could fill this up with leaves and stuff like that. I am going to come into chat in a minute, sorry. Hi, did someone else just come in? I thought I saw something. No. And you can just fill it up. Let me think of another pattern. There's little ones like this. I don't know if you can see this properly. So you start off with a circle. These are out there, these patterns. You can find them on YouTube anyway. You can find books in your bookstore, and they're cheap. So we've got some circles there, and then you can fill the little spaces in with even smaller circles. Fill all the space in. So we're doing circles like this. Circles, like little cells. Little cells, and then do a little circle in the middle. I don't know if you can see this, because I know I'll show you in a minute. So we've got circles, see if I can turn it upside down. Sorry, I just haven't got a great circles, and then a circle in the middle. That's in focus. And then what you do is, hi Nathan Oakley. That's not a good thing to put on here, is it, you donger? Right, and then we go circle in the middle. Circle in the middle, circle in the middle. And then you just sort of shade one side in, like the left side. Well, if you have that problem, maybe it will help you out. If that's the sort of thing that you're going through. Hi from Long Island. So I'll show you again in a minute, and you can just put a little dot in the little ones, because obviously you can't get to the little ones properly. And then what we're going to do is, to make that little cell stand out, I don't know if you can see what I've done there, but See? You colour the bits in again of around the bits that you couldn't get to in the circle, so you're sort of going around the outside, colouring it in solid. The bits that the spaces, yeah. Colour them in black, even the little bits between the other bits of that are connecting the other circles. I've got to get used to this because I want to be teaching stuff like this in the future. Something to calm people down. So it sort of looks like, so all you need is a black pen, folks. You don't need a lot of paper. But it sort of looks like this. You see? And you just start building patterns up like that. So, you know, I'll be going over this bit, I can go over here, I can go over this side, and I can start putting some lines in like this, and I can start, you know, connecting these little orby things, let's call them, and I could have a pattern on here. I'm just making this up as I go along. I don't know what I'm doing. And that's good because it's not controlled, is it? Someone's not telling you. The whole thing I love about art and the freedom of art is not what you're taught to do and how you're taught to do it. It's how you want to do it. I hate control. I hate, you know, like, sorry people if you've done this, oh, go to a Pacific art class, like they go to university and learn art properly. Oh, that's wrong, you're not doing it this way, your drawings are more not realistic. Why would I want my drawings to be realistic? I'm not knocking anyone who does realistic drawings because I think they're brilliant, but that's just not me. A lot of things that we perceive are real are not actually, so I like to do things out of my head. Like I said, not knocking anyone who loves realism, but I'm into all the whatever comes out of my head. I don't want to be told, you know, that I have to learn it this way and that's the only way you can learn it, which just reminds me of the art back in the day when they did before Art Deco came in. What was it before Art Deco? I'm going to come into chat in a minute. Art Deco, before Art Deco it was let me go and get the book, I always forget. It was Art Nouveau. Art Nouveau, very beautiful art. This picture's been in IKEA actually. The women were the circles, very important. The men were the lines of structure, man-made world, folks. They went to, Art Nouveau went to more Art Deco after that movement because it was more structure that was coming in. With the times that were coming in was more structure. But this book is beautiful. I'm going to show you some of it now. It was very feminine, and the guy, a lot of people who did Art Nouveau said they were, even the furniture, how beautiful is that? It reminds me of like elves and things. I love that sort of stuff. It resonates with me, this sort of furniture. And they said they, you know, it was, they had models to model off women, but they also drew the clothes on, and they wanted it not realistic. They wanted it sort of like, some people would say fantasy. I mean, this is just some of the buildings, but oh my god, how, find a picture, how beautiful, like, let me find some of the pictures that I like. I just think, oh my god, it's like, it was the curves instead of the straight lines, which was more Art Deco. I'm not into Art Deco, I prefer the curves, the circles, that, oh my god, not that. It might not be this book. I've got quite a few books on this. I'm trying to find some of the pictures that I like. Maybe it's not in this one. But picture-wise, art-wise, I'll show you what. And they did posters a lot for things. Was find some of the. I've got an art book somewhere. There's this thing with the way the hair was drawn, very flowy and curves. And look at these pictures. Circle again. I know some people go on about these and this, that, and the other, but I'm just like, it was so feminine. Always women, you know. No. Oh yeah, you got a triangle there. What about this book? Look, spirals. The I don't know. There's just something about it. I have got another book that I'll probably show you another time in the sketch work, and some people will see dynamic things because some people will. That's the way some people are. You know, but we have different energies of women, and you know the circles, repetitive patterns. Look at these. Oh, earthly. Let me just see if I've got the little sketchbook, because butterfly, see the lady, there's a lady there, there's a lady's face. Let me see if I've got the other one, because it's got more of the drawings. I can't show you the other ones. I'll have to dig them out because I'm not actually sure where they are. I've had them somewhere. Got to run. Bye, Shane. Thank you very much. And I will definitely be getting in contact with you that, because I just think it'd be amazing, because it'd be very interesting. So thank you, and everyone go and check out Unbiased on the Fence channel and sub if you resonate. Thank you very much. So yeah, I can't actually show you that. So I'll just carry on a little bit, because I'll carry this on again. I just wanted to show you how I sort of, you know, relax sometimes. So should we do this? Should we do this little picture? What shall I put in here? I might actually try one of the book's patterns, because I've not really looked at it properly. And I'm not going to go in the book. I'm just going to look on the front of it and be like, okay, let's see what we can do. Let's do a pattern like... Oh, I'll tell you which one I like doing. This one. This one's an easy one. So what we're going to do is... you're going to do like a sort of bridge. So like that. And then like that. And then just keep going and just fill it up. Really easy. These are not hard. Keep going. They look like scales, actually, mermaid scales, some people call them. Make your own name up for it. This, you know, these are out there. This is an easy one. And then just fill it up, so you sort of get to the top. So you've got that going on, if anyone can see. I'm going to come into chat when I finish this one. And then inside that, do another little bump and colour that one in black. Yeah? Then the next one. It's very relaxing. You just want to sit somewhere, a little bit of calming music on. You can do it while you're watching TV, but I'd advise sitting with yourself in the quiet, or a little bit of really nice music played in the right hertz. A bit of candlelight, maybe a bit of candle on. You know, nice cup of tea, whatever. Just chill out. It's about coming away from your computer and chilling out and just being with yourself and relaxing and just going into the whole meditative state of doing this. And you'll understand what I mean if you actually maybe try it. I can't see what anyone's saying at the minute, so once I've finished this pattern I will come into chat, and then I'm going to go, because I've got a lot of things to be making up. I'm still trying to figure out where I can find Miss Q, so if Miss Q is about at any time, I don't know if she's been having situations going on like I know a lot of people are, please get in contact, because your bags are ready to go. Hopefully I'll have finished Miss Chimes this weekend, because that's nearly done. Very cute. And like I said, I think maybe tomorrow or next week at some point before I go away, or maybe when I come back, because that's why I don't really want to do anything posting out to people. I'm posting things back to people and stuff like that. If it's, you know, I've got a lot to do this week with the whole packing for my trip, but, you know, I'm not there for ages. So as soon as I get back, I'll be able to post. And that's a message to someone if they're listening and they know who they are. But apart from that, I may come and show you some of the designs and things that I'll be putting out there, and if anyone's interested, you can always order. That's great, because it didn't take long for Revolutionary Visitors to get his package to America, so that was brilliant. I am going to try and start putting some Christmas cards together, only a few in packs of 3, so I think I'm saying if I feel like it. It's all about if I feel like it. Yeah, but it'll be done in my way. Dolly's finally going to New York City. Yeah, so I'll be coming talking about that. So you've got this going on now. Just by filling it in, it looks different. So now what we do again is another little, looks like a rainbow, another little bridge, a rainbow bridge, another little bridge, another little bump, a little bump in the middle of the one you've just coloured in, and you end up with this pattern. So it can look difficult, but it's not. And there you go. So, and then if there's any little bits, you can just colour in around the sides, fill it in black, and you could, like that. So you end up with that sort of pattern. So I know you can't see properly on this camera, but it's just what I've got to work with. And then in this little one here, I could just put some lines. You can colour bits in as well, but it's normally black and white. You can put colour in. Like you could colour the triangles in. So this is where it comes in handy to have maybe a marker or something, because it's easier, quicker to fill in these big bits. That's why you have different, obviously, widths of, markers. And then we could have some dots on there. Dots here. I'm going to go again around the shape of this, shape of it. Maybe some little triangles in the triangles there. I will bring it up to the camera, so not perfect, but trying to focus. So, just make these patterns up as you go along. So this is how I work around this face. I might put something on here. You can fill the spaces in or not. You could just go in with more dots around this section like this. It's just very, very relaxing. And like I said, I love doing it at night before I go to bed. If you think I've got 10 minutes, you could just work on a picture every night for 10 minutes. When people say I haven't got time, you have got time. Just let it flow. You don't need to know what you're doing or plan it out, or I've just done circles everywhere, and it's easy to fill little spaces in, so you could fill the circles in, make little patterns, get used to it, and then bits outside you could just put dots in like I am, or anything. So it isn't as hard as what you think it is, but it's very therapeutic. Like I said, if you know you're going on a journey, like I am, a little trip, and you're on a plane or something and you're thinking, oh, I don't want to read, or actually I'm just going to zone out and draw, it's good. I'm taking one to New York. I've got a little book all sorted for New York, and I'll just be scribbling away in case, mundane muggle talk happens. I'll be like, oh, I'm just going to switch off a bit. So that is what you do, and you can fill the whole page up. You could just put, see, like we've got this picture here with the stepping stones. You could use the stepping stone as shape that you could just be like on a thicker pen as well. I'm just going to put some stripes in, and then the next one could be stripes down and then stripes across, and then I don't know if I can get this one properly, but curving up, so stripes across like this, and you just go repetitively with that sort of pattern that you're making up. So you've got all that going on. I could put a little river in here, a shape of a little river going into these bubbles, because this is blue. I could draw loads of different little fishes in here, so I could have some fish, I'm just making this up as I go along, some fish in solid black like this. It's just a little fishy shape. It's nothing spectacular. Little triangle tail. So you could have some fish going down, some fish going up. They don't have to be, the same way. It's just a pattern with the same thing in it. A bigger fish, smaller fish, and then I'll finish that off at another point. And then you could put ones that is that negative, where you can see through the the to the background, and some big fish going. These could have little tails like that, little hearts on the tails, and you just fill it all in till you fill all the area up, so it starts coming together. So when I finish this, I'll show you it finished and you'll see the whole process. Like I said, I've got plants going up here. There's no rules. That's what's good about it. There's no rules. Sorry if you can't hear me. There's no rules. I'm going to come back up so I can speak to you because I can't see you. So just let me go and grab my coffee again, and I shall come up in. So you can just look at my picture a minute, and I'll be back. 1 second. By the way, I really love these crisps. They're lentil, vegan crisps. I love the vegan crisps. Chili and lemon. A little snack for me in a bit. So I'm going to come back up and come and talk to you people. Energies. And then I'm going to go. I just thought I'd come and spend some time with you, show you what I was doing a little bit, and then that's all that. So let me flip back up. Where are we? Right. So hopefully I'm back up, y'all. Is that right? And sorry, I'm a bit shiny because I haven't got any foundation on, and I'm shining like a shiny. I'm just shiny. So yeah, the light's like poor. So yes, the fish was a picture that I just doodled and not finished off, but it just reminds me of what I was in the space of when I was drawing that. It's the energies, male and female. So I hope you like that little doodle of how we put doodles together, but I hope some of you try it out for next time. I will be bringing more art stuff. I know I keep saying it, and then it just depends what happens on the day. Dolly, you would make a great tattooer. Yeah, it's that whole thing of I'd love stuff like that, but, well, oh no, just realised, where is it? Oh, I might have something to show you. I don't know. I keep losing things, but I'm thinking of getting a tiny little nose piercing here. See that? That's a freckle on my freckle. And I received a little nose, tiny little nose diamondy thing the other day, and I'm thinking, I have got some number, and I thought, what if I did it myself? I'm not scared. I'm just thinking, do I have to pay for it? I could have just do it myself. I've watched YouTube videos, and I just watch things and think, yeah, I'll do it. So we'll see. But do I have to take that off on the plane when you're going through? They don't pick up on jewellery on metal detectors, do they? They will on my mum because she's got a knee replacement, so be like, burp, 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 burp. Oh, you mean flip the thingy round? I don't know how you do it. So if I'm flipped around the opposite way, I don't know how you do it. And I can't be bothered messing about because I'm not going to be on for long. So, yeah, I think Dave said something about. Did you say something about your water distiller? I've just got my water distiller on in the background playing. What is going on with my hair today? It's damp, by the way, so it's all frizzing because it's damp. I just washed it and stuck it in a plait because I can't be bothered. Still on the route of getting the dreads and all that next year, so yeah, we'll see about that. But yeah, did you say something about marbles and distiller or something, Dave? I can't remember what you said. Oh, thank you, Bernice. Oh, thank you. So yeah, that's how one of the ways I relax and just don't think about stuff or ponder on stuff too much is doodling. I keep my watering glass bottle. Yeah, my where's my water gone? Oh, mine's here. This is glass with a rubber plasticky bit on, obviously, so you don't drop it when you're gripping it. But that is glass. And speak to your water, people, because as I said before about doctrine, motor and intentions, speak to your water and then drink it. Put your intention on your water. Yeah, 007 was just saying yesterday that he'd got some Tupperware, but the Tupperware is glass with a plastic lid, but you can take the plastic lid off. And I said, I've got some of them as well. So, yeah. See, I'm going to take that to America because I want to fill water. I don't want to be drinking out of a plastic. And I don't know if I'm going to have a problem over there with drinking water because it'll be in a plastic bottle. And I'm thinking, oh, God, what water will it be? But it's, mind you, I can put an intention on it, transmute it, and put it into my glass bottle. Yeah, if someone's wondering how you go to other people's channels, if you press on, if someone was looking into on Dave Mordy's channel, you just press on Dave Mordy, it'll take you to his channel, it'll say channel, go to channel, and that's how you can check other people's channels out. If you tap in water in dollar, it's showing you easy what? VAT. So water reconstruction. Reconstructuring. Yep. So yeah, and you can restructure the memory in water by putting your intentions on it. And if anyone hasn't checked out Dr. Emoto, please go and research Dr. Emoto's water crystals and intentions and do the experiment. This is why I said this book is really, really good. If you're someone who's skeptical about energies, law of attraction and all that, whatever you want to call it, please check this book out. Pam, I haven't wrote this, by the way, it's just a book I got ages ago. Pam Grout, E2, 9 do-it-yourself energy experiments that prove your thoughts create your reality. They do work, and you write stuff down in it so you know exactly when you did it and when it came in, but you've got to have the pure belief and believe in it with the feeling, and it will show you it works. So for all the skeptics out there, maybe pick this book up, from wherever I got it on eBay, and check it out yourself. It's about you experiencing, doing your experiments to prove to yourself, nobody else. I just share my experiences with you, and see what happens. And if you do a bit of a, oh my God, wow, then know that there's things out there that, we've not been taught, and when you actually start focusing on it, you can actually bring it in. So, yeah. So what you all saying in chat? Yeah, I've got a water distiller. It's on now. I'm just waiting for my water distiller. Hi. So, how is everyone feeling? How have you been feeling this week that's just passed? What you up to this weekend? I hope you're going to try some sketching. If there's someone new in the house, hello. But yeah, I'm just feeling all shiny and all like, I'm just so excited with where my path's taking me at the minute. And I do believe that, you shine your light, you get people trying to drag you down. I'm going to do this chat right now. Sorry, I'm just going to carry on and go with the flow. But there are many people that see your light, see that you're happy, see that you're going through your journey the way you're going about it, your way. Don't let anyone let you tell you how to do it. I just believe. Where's that gone now? All I believe I'm here to do, basically, sitting on YouTube, is to inspire you. I'm here new, but see you on Roxanne's channel. Oh, thank you. I don't know how to say your name. I don't know how to say it. I just call you PP. I know that sounds weird. Anyway, is it, no, I'm not even going to try, but hi, and thank you for coming in, is to inspire people. It's not telling people how to do their journey and, you know, you must do this to get this. And I'm just saying, I'm sharing how I'm doing it and what's coming in, but I'm here just to inspire people to be more positive on their journey, and maybe start researching and looking into things that may, if you're seeing something, like, oh, that's interesting, I'd like to, you know, bring this sort of energy and to do that. I'm just sharing my experience. So I just believe we're all here to inspire. It's not to tell someone, yes, this is definite the truth. It's my truth because it's my experience, but I'm just sharing it. But yeah, it's just to inspire. And the main thing is to inspire people to be happier, living the life with joy of what they want to do, and just being more positive and loving. It doesn't mean it doesn't mean we don't get angry about things and we don't get triggered. We do. It's just about maybe looking at that again and then letting it go, and, you know, then we move forward with something else and blah 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 blah. But I will say for definite, and I've noticed it and I talked about it last night, I'm going to pull a card in a minute as well. I saw Tapper's video on Orbs, I've caught them too. Yeah, I've just done quite a few videos with Orbs, and blue ones came in. I think I've just seen one then. Came in yesterday, last night. They're beautiful. After Tapper asking them to come in, and they did. You know, I've seen a lot of energies, and I'll call them energies, entities that on people, around people, and people may not like this, but I do believe, because I'm not just talking about me, when people are happy and they're shining the light, you just get these energies that will come in, and you might have been experiencing this week, this month, whatever. People just like to drag you down. That's why you get silly comments. When you're a new YouTuber, you get silly comments. You get comments of people that just like to throw a stupid comment in there to bring your energy down, because you might not think, like, it doesn't have to affect you, just don't think on it. But when you see the comment, you're a bit like, so that's a bit of your energy. But just think, oh well, you know, and you could get into a bit of a spat with someone because they're just perceiving it their way and not understanding, and vice versa. But you will get people seeing a light and seeing a joy, and because maybe they've not got it in their life, or they're going about it a different way, and they're wondering why it's like, you just carry on and what will bring you down. I think some people don't even realise they're doing it. I really do. And that's where I think it's like people going about possession and entities and that. It's, in that sort of sense, it's like, sort of makes sense that way. Of like, these people, not all people want to look at themselves when they're making silly comments. It's just like, yeah, it's just like, they're not understanding. But if someone's telling you, because this is what I have a problem with, if someone's telling you to leave them alone, and, you know, can you, like, I'm just not resonate with your energy, and these people keep going on and keep getting in contact, and this is a message to some people out there, and you've been asked to stop it. Because you might be getting a reaction back that you might think, personally, I'm triggered with that person. Well, yeah, because you've been told, I've tried to put a boundary up and you're not listening. You're getting in contact with me. I'm not getting in contact with you. You're constantly getting in contact with me. So that to me says that's like a troll as well. They are stuck in they're on quicksand. And it's not like I said before, people get so triggered, they're bad. It's no, I'm not resonating with that energy. And some people don't understand that. It's like, look what you're doing. You've been told, I don't like this energy. I don't want to be around it. I don't want to be part of it. Yet you're still contacting me. And it's like, right, so you're not listening to somebody's boundaries, you're getting angry because you've been told something, but still you're pursuing, you're I don't even know how to word it, and it's like, no, I've asked you, I don't like it. And the more you're doing it, the more you're backing me in the corner, the more I'm going to come out fighting, and I'm telling you, no, I don't want this. I don't want this energy. I don't want to be involved in this energy. So please respect what I'm saying and go and resonate with other people from your... I don't know if anyone gets what I'm saying, but that is a message to a couple of people I was trying to talk about last night. It's not anyone in here. I'll be listening after, but it's not anyone in here. But I'm just trying to say, there are people, it's like, who... I don't know, they just seem, and I don't even say it's like a jealousy thing. It's like... Yeah, it's not even that. Sometimes love and light, it's that whole thing of, I've said this before, everyone's on the journey and you've got to do it yourself. I'm not here to hold anyone's hand. I'm here to inspire people, because the thing is with this growth and the journey of growth and learning, you're not going to learn something. If you're at school, for example, and someone's taking a test for you and you're paying them to do the test for you because you don't want to put the energy into it. You don't want to focus on it. You want to go over there and do something. It's like you're not going to learn something because you're not actually learning it yourself. You're not going through the steps. You're getting someone to do it for you because you're being lazy or whatever it is. You don't want to do it because you can't. You don't want to go through the process of looking at yourself, going through the shadow work, doing all that, which you've got to do. So, no, I'm not here to do your journey for you. No, you may be going through different things that I'm not because we're on a different journey. I do believe there's a soul contract we all made, and people believe that or not. I personally do. Thank you. So I believe when we came here to play this game, we made a contract of this is what's going to happen. These are what parents have chose, this, and this, because this will make me wake up to this, and this. So when people start moaning about the past they had, which you're supposed to be dropping, you made a contract to bring that in because of certain things you wanted to learn. So when people start going on it, people are like, well, I had this, and I had this, and I had a gambling problem, or I had this problem, or that problem. Stop acting like the victim. I know that sounds awful. You chose to do this. This is what you chose. We forgot when we came here. This is what you chose. That's what I believe, because of different teachings in every life we have. We come with different things. So the way to experience it, we have to go through certain things and traumas. It doesn't sound good at the time. It's not good, but you do realise after time when you look back, that's why that happened. Oh, that's why that happened. But you've got to let go of it all as well and recreate your reality and think, do you know what, that was just a lesson, blah, 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 blah. That's how I see it. So people need to going on about the past, like my past was worse than you. I had an addiction to this, that and the other. Okay. Maybe some people got more triggered into addiction. Maybe someone needed that sort of thing because that's the lesson that they had compared to others. So they look at others and go, well, you didn't have this, I had a really bad... It's like, it's not a competition. As I keep saying, it's what you chose to come into to the understanding that you needed to progress you on. Nothing bad in that. It looks bad at the time, but it's not. We get through it. So that's all I'm sort of saying. And it's not a bad thing, but people will think I'm trying to be negative there, or the people listening that I'm trying to put this message to will as well. Well, it's not. It's just you're perceiving it in a different sense. You know. So, I loved all these fiery sides. I have to have a fiery side because lately, with these people, 3 people, that as if they've got the same entity clung to them, same thing, same story, not same story with me, it's like, what will a rat do if you back it in a corner? It's going to jump out and try and... Because we do have barrier. People think if you're spiritual, you can't put you know, what did I just say before? Your aura energy out. It's a boundary between you, like you're invading my energy. Think of your aura around you, and a sphere around you is like your toroidal field of your energy, and it can grow out and it affects people because when it's out, it's not just here. Your toroidal field is like out, so that's how it can touch other people. When someone's energy signature comes into someone else's energy signature, if it's not vibing right, it's going to buffer a bit, and that's the whole thing. It's not hating on people, it's just that your energy's a bit too woohoo. Maybe another time, but not right now. So I'm putting a boundary up saying, look, you're affecting my energy when you come in. It's not even the words you're saying. It's not words. I'm feeling an energy that I don't like. So it's not necessarily, yes, words affect and all that. We know that. Certain words you say, be careful what you say. But to me, it's not just that. It's my feeling of, it's not what you think, it's your energy. Yeah, we all get riled up and I do, but it's like, hang on, I've got boundaries. And if I want to say no, or I want to say, hang on, I don't want this right now, blah, 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 I'm allowed to say that. People get so offended because it's like, oh my God, that person doesn't want to be, oh, they say they're all spiritual, but they're not being nice, they don't want to be, no. And what's going on right now, I believe, with all the, like we know, we're in a spiritual warfare anyway, all these energies are coming in on different people and trying to mess people up and all that, so we've got to be very careful. And one person I spoke to, and I hope you are listening because I thought this was really silly, I said to this person, I've got to really be careful with my energies because we know what's going on at the minute. Some people don't understand what I'm talking about, some people do, so I've got to put boundaries up. This person comes back with me and says, I'm very careful with who I give energy to. Oh right, so you're allowed to, but I'm not. Oh, okay, because that makes sense. Just saying, when I get a bit fiery, I speak my truth. It's about speaking your truth. Or people saying, oh, you know, I'm speaking my truth. I always speak my truth. And if people have talked to me behind the scenes and I'm being a bit fiery, well, I'm just speaking my truth. Speak your truth. You know, I'm not going to sit there pretending to be something I'm not. People say, you might be different on camera. I'm not that different on camera. Obviously, you don't see a lot of my fiery side, but when I want to bring it out, it comes out, because we have different aspects of ourself and energies, just like the energies in the stories in the Bible and different things in different cultures. Lilith, I'm being a bit of a Lilith at the minute. I'm drawing that energy into me, and I'm like, yeah, well, after this, I'm going back to my, I don't know, whatever other energy I'm bringing in. You can draw from these energies and use them when needed, because that's how I sort of see it. So that's what I'm just saying. Anyway, I'm going to check in chat what you're all saying, and then I'm going to go and chill out and draw and do whatever I'm doing. Maybe do a bit of hooping. Yeah, full moon. We've got all that going on. That's crazy. Yeah, crazy. I'm just going to go back up a minute. I'm going to read a few. I don't know what you're all saying. Got to watch Dave. Got to watch her, Dave. Her fire side is timely sometimes. Who, me? Somebody else? Yeah, we have a fiery side, you know. It's like people think you can't have a fiery side. Well, we need a fiery side sometimes. I'm going to not take shit off people. One of my lessons in life was not to take shit off people, because I have been soft in the past, and I'm still learning that. But you know what I mean? It's like boundaries, people, boundaries. We don't need people with bad vibes trying to bring us down. No, we don't, exactly to their level, no. Only we are responsible for our... Exactly, Bernice, and that's what I've been trying to tell this person, is you're responsible for your own choices that you've made. Even if we brought them through, you're responsible. I'm not responsible for somebody's thing. Is if you had this, that, and the other, you are, but it's how you choose to get through it and let go. People's ideas of letting go are different. They do it in different ways. I brought a lottery ticket again. I'm determined to build Dolly's world like the X-Men castle for intuitive. Yes! Let's all live together in a massive, big mansion, but not one person, like a celebrity living in a big house, and they don't need it all. We'll all live together, and we'll all teach each other's different powers, and because that's what the X-Men is, really, isn't it? I mean, it's all of us, isn't it? All learning different aspects of, like, intuitive and psychic abilities. Can you imagine how ace it would be? Let's throw that out in the ether. You know it's going to happen in the future, and people are doing this. Some people are actually doing that sort of stuff. Yeah, Dolly's world. Do. We might just ask Dolly Parton if we can have a Dolly Parton plays, and we'll just turn it into, we'll just re-scrub that one, and it'll just be Dolly's Dolly world. Yeah, of course you do, Bernice. You get a certain mouth on you. There's two sides of us, Maybe that's more my masculine energy when I'm a bit feisty. Well, you need both in balance, Nothing wrong with that, but some people think it is. A Lilith, I've just looked up to that. Preferable, fascinating. Well, they used to say Lilith in the Bible was this, that, and the other, and she was a demon. Was she a demon, or was she suppressed by a man? And did she come back fighting? You have to have a fiery side, because that is what's happened in the past with women. They have been suppressed, but we're, like I said before, we're not coming into being above men. We're just coming into rising up with the man to be in balance, because they took the feminine divine away, and it's been a very, very man-made world with wars and all that crap that goes on. So sorry, the feminine is coming in. We're very important at the minute, people. So, that's what I'm saying. So, yeah, sorry if I have to bring in the Lilith side of me sometimes, but why not? I'm not going to suppress how I feel, because a lot of it's to do with feelings. People say, feelings, you shouldn't go off your feelings. No, we're learning how to control them. It's still hard for me, but we've got to learn how to get the different feelings, I call it energies, of these different aspects. Sorry if I want to speak my truth on being a bit Lilithified sometimes, but I can't suppress it. It has to come out. Your emotions have to come out. You go within and you can bring them out, and sometimes we do it in a bit of a way. Sometimes we think, oh, I wish I hadn't. But as long as you contemplate it and you're like, yeah, see what that was. But I'm not going to be sorry for bringing my Lilith out sometimes. Sorry, not sorry. No, I'm just being the true me, So, yeah. I had a friend who won 6.2 million and it's almost gone. Oh my God, how do people spend that much money? Don't get me wrong, years ago when I was a bit younger and not knowing a certain things, I probably could have spent it all. But now I'd think, put a bit away and I can use a bit to help others. And like Dave said, with the whole building a community and this, that and the other. Imagine what you could actually do with it when you're not actually going off I want this and I want that and I want to buy designer labels of clothing. Who cares? A lot of that's done by the elite to get you buying and buying and buying. Who cares about that? Can you imagine? Oh my God. Amaze balls. Maybe that's what some of these celebrities will do when they've been healed. I mean, they're not all bad, do you know what I mean? But you never know. Hi, National Memorial Gardens. Hi, I'm going very soon. But yeah, if you had that much money, imagine what you could do with it. And you've heard stories of people who are millionaires and they've given money to people to help businesses, or they've given money away and people don't even know where it's come from for them to start things. I think them stories are so nice as well. Like, I don't know, it was ages ago. They were just randomly like giving. It was beautiful though, you know, but they were helping people with it as well, which I think is so nice. I blew 13 grand into it. I know, well, it can be easily done depending on what you're buying, and you know, I think a lot of people can do it when they're in the keeping up with the Joneses. Like, oh, we can get a new car better than next door's car, and let's upgrade to another house. What with, yeah, let's do this and let's do that. But when you actually maybe are on the timeline now, you're a bit like, do you know what? You could actually do so much of it and still have money left and still help people. And oh my God, do you really, you know, it's like you could still have a nice life yourself, but you could still do so much more. This is the thing though, when a lot of people win the lottery, and that's all a farce anyway. I'm not saying people don't win, but you know what I mean. When they do actually win, you always hear like, oh, I spent all the money, because they get all greedy and want everything and act like celebrities and spend it on cars and this, that and the other. Yeah, the root of all evil, but it's what you do with it, and it's the greed of money. You can have money, it's just the greed of it and what you do with it. But, and then they'll say things like, and then my family that I thought I never knew I had started coming out of the woodwork, because they all start asking for money, and you don't know who your proper friends are. If people start being friends with you because you've got money, and as soon as it's gone, they're gone. All them stories that you hear, and you're like, well, exactly. Yeah, you can't take it with you. It's a physical, like, I always say, what would you want to be remembered for on this earthly plane in the physical body? Because, you know, we go on after in a different form of energy. Remembered by, would you remember to be what, someone who was a Scrooge, a nasty person, a troll, you know, all they ever did was troll everywhere, outside and inside, you know, nasty to people? Or would you like to be seen as an energy that brought some light, brought some comfort to people, brought some positivity to people, and people actually miss that energy of you, because it's the energy. People actually miss that energy of you, or do you just want people to think, and you soon forgot about it as well, like, oof, don't even want to think about that person. They were so, you know, just me, and weren't bothered about other people, and you know what I'm talking about, sort of thing. So it's interesting, and I was just talking to someone last night, and we were saying about how the whole waking up business, to whatever level you're at, wherever you are, is, some people can look at it as scary. You know, they'll go, oh, have you read the book 1984? This, like, yeah, it's not that we don't know about Behold a Pale Horse 1984. It's a timeline though. Which one do you want to go on? You know, there's an alliance with all that new anyway, but I'm on that timeline. And it's like, but like I've said before, all the stuff you have to detach yourself from that has been happening still a little bit, and in the past is in the past. We can't do nothing about that. We're doing what we can do now for our new way and our new world. Is what it's amazing. Life is amazing, people. It's so exciting. Yeah, there's a bit of cat going on, there's chaos and that, as long as you're aware and you're staying out of them areas about what's happening soon. But it's still amazing. It's still wonderment. It's still like, oh my God, just every day is like, you know, and like I said, with these orbs and everything coming in a different, I'm just like, oh my God, it's brilliant. When you go into New York City, be careful. Huge. Yeah, I know it's a lefty city, but I'm not worried about anything, because I actually, if you look at the whole impeach Trump thing and realise what states are full, I know, but don't forget, mainstream media put a lot out. But I'm not going to, you know, aggravate anyone and anything. I'm just going to enjoy, and I'm putting the intention out there that it's going to be good. I may see and hear things which I will be reporting on. I'm hoping to do a bit of videos about. I'm not really going to be videoing a lot, because I've got to enjoy the experience, you know what I mean? And I might miss things if I'm on my phone filming, but I am going to try and film little bits, or even if I end up sending little snippets to, Double O or Roxanne, to put little videos together so you can see what I'm doing. or updating on YouTube on the community bit. So if you go to the community bit, I can put pictures up in there. But also, I'm just holidaying over there with friends and family and stuff. So, hi, Imagination Warrior. I just kept seeing your face there, but I just still didn't click on. I've just done a drawing bit, and the lovely Shane said he's going to do a BH. Oh, I always get the thing called wrong, BQH with me. I'm just like, oh my God. I can't imagine what will come out of my mouth because of the way I am anyway. I'm just so excited. Sorry, I just didn't see you there. I was like, oh, there you are. So hi to Imagination Warrior off Unbiased on the Fences channel. So I'm hoping to maybe catch some orbs over there. I'm assuming there's loads of energy over there. So that's really good. So yeah, I'm just doing the whole sightseeing thing. It wasn't me that did this holiday, it was someone else, so we are on an itinerary sort of thing, but I'll try my best to do what I'm doing. I told him about doing a show with you. Yeah, I just said I'd love to come on, if we could do something for when we're all free, because the time difference, so obviously I'd probably have to do one at night time, and it'd be good when I've not got my little one in the morning and stuff like that, and that'd be brilliant, because I could do it, I could have a nap and come on, and yeah, I just think, because we're linked with certain things that we believe in and certain things that are coming in, and, you and your art, and there's quite a few things to talk about, and the sessions, I can never say the sessions right, but they just amaze me. I'm just like, because I believe you can do it over the phone, can't you? And like, I can imagine now what's going to come out of me. I don't know, but I'm wondering if it'll validate a lot of things that were in when I was a child, when I had recurring dreams and stuff, and I don't know, that sort of stuff. Yeah, I want to do one with you on my channel with you too. We can talk and Q stuff. Yeah, I want to do one with you too. What do you mean, an interview, or do you mean the QH bit? I keep getting it wrong. We'll just have to definitely sort something out. I'll put my email address in actually, because I said I'd email Unbiased on the Fence after this. And what's that doing? Papa, can you put my email address in? For some reason it's not. What's going on there? Not letting me. Or is it? Or am I just being stupid? I can't get the thing down here. What's going on here? All message that you send will appear quick. Well, why not let me send it then? What? With Shane, you can do the. Oh yeah, I can do the BQHT. Got what he said it was now. Beyond Quantum Healing, is it? Beyond Quantum Healing, yeah. Yeah, can Tapper put that in there? I don't know if you remember what it is. Or Dave, if you could put my email address in. I can't, for some reason, this is not letting me type my thing in. My chin's twinkle it. Oh, yeah. Oh. Make sure that is not lit, or the shinies. Well, I've got no foundation on my face. I haven't got much makeup on today. I haven't got any foundation on. I normally do. But, yeah, we know about the twinkles and all that stuff. So there's loads of stuff to talk about. Dave, I'd be even excited to listen to my own. Because just the way, the stuff I go on about, and yeah, really excited about that. That's just like, oh my God. Oh, thank you. I'll get that off here after. I might take a picture of it now, and I don't have to go back through when this downloads. So I'm going to go, because I've been on for ages and not done much. But I'm just chilling out today. Right, Jack's kicking off now. What? Beyond Quantum Hypnosis Healing Therapy. Thank you. And if anyone's not heard of that, please go over and check out Unbiased on the Fence channel, even Imagination Warriors channel. See if you start resonating with people. You might be finding your resonating soul fam, as I like to call it. So anyway, I'm going to go now and enjoy my vegan lentil chips, and get some more jewellery going and drawing going. So like I said, I will Finish Lucky Dolly Trump Tower. I want to see it go. Yeah. Well, I'm going to try and get there if we're around that area, and go and have a bit of a nosy. But like I said, pictures from ages ago, celestial beings, orbs. And then the picture that I've just done, well, I haven't finished it. I was just showing you how I sort of start drawing patterns and things. I'll show you that when it's done, and I'll come and do it again. I hope you'll try it out. I hope you have a fabulous weekend. And I'm very high on energy. I can feel it coming in this weekend, because I was getting a few people trying to bring me down, but it never really works. So, you know, I don't let myself get down with stuff. So thank you all for coming in, and I shall see you whenever I pop in, maybe tomorrow, but I might be chilling out with stuff because I've took quite a bit of time on here today, giving you my energy. So please check out everyone's channels on here. You don't know who's got channels, you might be surprised. And Dave and Tapper have got Orbs in their channel as well, and it's all great. And blah 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 blah. Sending positivity, sending love and light to everyone, and I shall see you very soon. And I'm looking for this button instead of going, where's that button? It's down here. So thanks for coming in, especially you lot from over the pond and everywhere else that may be up at a really dodgy time. I did get in on Shane's last night. I should have been asleep, but I pop in sometimes and say hi to everyone and then pop back out. I was watching Jason Adisborough before, with the whole Globe Live tour thing. But I'm multitasking, so I listen to it. If you don't ever see me saying hi to anyone, it's not me not saying hi. I might be multitasking, cleaning while I'm trying to listen, so I don't always catch everybody. So please don't be offended if I don't say hi by name. That's why normally I'll go in and go, hi, everybody. It means everybody. So bye, everybody. Enjoy your day, everyone. Lots of love. Yeah, thank you, Imagination Warrior. And I'll probably be, later on, I'll be tidying up now, getting on with my bags, and doing some drawing later, because I've got my little elephant bag that's being made. Looks a bit odd at the minute. German Art Minus, is it? Oh, sorry, I'm really bad at reading. Hi, Dolly in chat. Big up from Germany. Way, big up from Germany. Thank you. I am actually going now, so you might have to catch up on the chat. I used to live in Germany years ago when I was little, like 2, because my dad was in the army, and we lived in Celle. So it was something like Good Morgen. Isn't Good Morgan? That's all I know. So Celle I lived in. So I'm going now. So hi to anyone new that's come in. Hi to any new subs. I know someone subbed before. Thank you very much. If you're new to my channel, I talk about everything and whatever I want to talk about. I talk about my experiences that I'm having and my journey that I'm trying to share with people. So, you don't have to get triggered by what I'm saying. It's just my truth in my reality right now. What was I going to say then? I don't know. Anyway, catch you all very soon. If you haven't checked the videos on the orbs, please go and check them out for yesterday, because they were blue. They were blue, people. I don't know if anyone just before I go has got any thoughts on the blue colour. Tapper said spiritual, and I can see that as a guidance, a spiritual guidance, because that's what I feel I'm being guided to. That was brilliant. Ooh, want to see Poland, yeah. So I don't know if anyone else has got any different sort of perspective on that. I know it's positive, obviously, because it's a lovely feeling. I live in the mountains. Oh, live in the mountains, that sounds lovely. Sky blue, yeah. Water's above water. So I'm gonna go. Swear to God, I've still got a mouse in this house in the wall. Something. Anyway, so catch you all later and have a fabulous weekend. Bye.